More here than I thought. The kettle clicks, the hallway light still works. There is one clean shirt across the chair, half a loaf, a pen that has not dried, and enough blue sky to open up the air. I came in thinking morning owed me proof, then found these little things already there. I am grateful, I look twice. I appreciate what waited quietly. There is more here than I thought, and I am grateful I can see it. I have enough to start from here, enough for one good step. I appreciate this morning, the useful things within my hands. There is more here than I thought. I am ready to begin. My phone is charged, the tap runs cold and clear. Someone left a message I can keep. There is bus fare in the kitchen jar, and the floor is warm beneath my feet. I kept waiting for a louder kind of good, while quiet gifts were gathering around me. I am grateful, I have enough. I can begin with what is here. No parade outside the window, no sudden answer at the door. I appreciate the ordinary things that carry me a little more. I choose to see what worry missed. I welcome this day as it is. There is more here than I thought, and I am grateful I can see it. I have enough to start from here, enough for one good step. I appreciate this morning, this willing heart, these working hands. There is more here than I thought. I am ready to begin. There was more here than I thought. I answered one email before I found my slippers. Stood in the kitchen trying to remember why I came. The toast went darker than I meant to let it, and rain kept tapping at the loose part of the frame. Then I wrapped both hands around the cup beside me. The coffee was still warm. I am grateful I have not missed every good thing. I appreciate this kindness that waited without a sound. My coffee is still warm. This day is still open. The clock was further on than I had hoped it on the counter had already curled at the edge, but the chair held still when I finally sat in it, and the old floor caught the weight I could not manage. For one whole minute, nothing asked me to hurry. The coffee was still warm. Every good thing. I appreciate this warmth between my palms. I have enough inside this moment to meet the morning where it is. My coffee is still warm. My heart is still open. I welcome what is good without asking it to hurry. Still warm, still grateful. One, two, 1, 2. Da dun 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 dun. Da dun 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 dun. 1, 2. One open page, one sharpened pencil, 20 good minutes. I appreciate them. That is not little. I believe I can start. I am ready to begin. I can start with this. Not the whole road, just the next bit. I have enough for one clear step. I can start with this and trust where it goes. One working chord, one honest sentence, one call returned. I am grateful for it. That is a beginning. I believe I can start. To begin, I can start with this. Not every answer, just one that fits. I have enough for one kept promise. I can start with this before doubt speaks. This chair, this hour, these hands, I am ready right now. I can start, I am ready to begin. I can start with this. A page, a plan, and a little patience. I have enough for one useful step. I can start with this. I choose to begin. This is enough to start. I typed, "Are you awake?" then nearly cleared the line. It looked too small beside the week I could not name. Before I found a braver way to say it, 3 little dots appeared beside your name. You asked if I had eaten. You remembered Tuesday was the difficult day. I thought help would need a speech. You pulled a chair closer and let the quiet speak. I asked and someone answered. appreciate that more than I can say. I brought the heavy bag without explaining, set it by the doorway like I always do. You took one handle, asked me where we were going, then walked at half my speed without a clue. You did not call me fragile, you just stayed until the hardest block was through. I am grateful someone answered. I let myself receive. Asking still feels clumsy in my mouth. I still make a joke before the honest part comes out. But I believe my need does not diminish me. I choose connection without shame. I can be known and still be free. I asked and someone answered. I am grateful they were there. I can receive a little help without turning into debt. I am worthy of support. I can ask and still be whole. Someone answered. I appreciate the care. I was not carrying every part alone. I am grateful I asked. I am grateful I asked. The first chord buzzed, I blamed the room, then checked my fingers one by one. I had been away from this too long, or that was what the doubt had said. But muscle memory found the change, and something steady left my hands. I let it ring. I do not need to feel impressive. I trust what I have learned. I believe these hands still know. The motion comes back while I'm moving. I am grateful for the skill that returns each time I try. I can make one useful thing. I can learn what I forgot. The doubt can sit beside me, but these hands still know. The first line leaned, I kept it there, then found the next one underneath. The onions fell uneven on the board. The soup still filled the room with heat. One bracket closed, one hem held fast, one stubborn screw turned into place. I kept going. Tune, measure, stir, begin. Erase one word and write it clean. Fold, fasten, try again. I appreciate what practice kept. I trust myself to use it. I believe these hands still know. The knowing returns when I try. I am grateful for the skill that never needed to be loud. I can make one useful useful thing without asking it to prove me. I trust the work inside my hands. These hands still know. Rain has drawn a crooked road across the glass, and the basil leans as if it heard its name. Dust turns slowly in a narrow strip of sun. Nothing here is asking me to hurry. I rest one finger on the painted wood. I am grateful for this quiet. I have enough inside this minute. I choose peace here on the windowsill. Has opened smaller than my thumb, while a sparrow tests the gutter after rain. The curtain lifts, then settles by the cup. I appreciate this simple morning. I leave my phone face down beside the plant. This quiet, my breathing has a place to land. I have enough here on the windowsill. Enough for this minute. Windowsill. There is rice enough for one more bowl, 2 carrots, half an onion, thyme. I put the dented pot back on the stove and let the small room fill with something warm. 1 plate for now, 1 container waiting, blue lid drying by the sink. It may not look like much from far away, but I appreciate what these small things mean. I am grateful I can care for the woman I will be. I have enough to make one more and leave a little ease. I am thankful for these hands, for this food and for this room. Dinner for tomorrow I am provided for today. is change enough beside the keys? A bus card and the rent set by. I fold the dish towel over the handle and let the refrigerator hum beside me. One light for now, one quiet kitchen, one less thing to solve tonight. Thank you from tomorrow, I can almost hear it. I receive that thanks today. I can care for the woman I will be. I have enough to make one more and leave a little ease. I am thankful for these hands, for this food and for this room. Dinner for tomorrow, I am provided for today. I have enough today. The screen can wait with its blue little number. The laundry will still know where I am. I move the notebook off my knees, set both feet flat, and give the chair my weight. I choose these 10 quiet minutes. I am worthy of this rest. I can pause without abandoning the life that needs me next. 10 quiet minutes belong to me. The street keeps going without my attention. The clock does not object when I sit still. I loosen the knot behind my shoulders, leave one cup unwashed, and hear the building breathe. I am safe inside this pause. I do not have to earn each breath. Nothing needs to be completed for this moment to be mine. I choose these 10 quiet minutes. I am grateful for this rest. I can pause and still be faithful to the life that needs me next. 10 quiet minutes give something back to me. Belong to me. I choose 10 quiet minutes. I nearly missed the good part. I choose to notice it now. I was counting what went wrong, walking fast beneath the awning. Then a dog shook rein on both of us. Its owner laughed, and so did I. I am grateful for the good part, even when it comes in small. I appreciate the bright things that do not announce themselves at all. A joke I did not see coming, sun on one wet window pane. I nearly missed the good part, but I choose to look again. I was halfway through complaint, checking time above the crossing. Then the clouds broke over traffic, every windshield turned to gold. Wait, there it is, small enough to lose, good enough to keep. I welcome what is good before it has to prove a thing. I am grateful for the good part, even when it comes in small. I appreciate the bright things that do not announce themselves at all. A song from someone's open window, 2 warm coins inside my coat. I nearly missed the good part, but this time I looked up. I am grateful for the good part. I let the small thing change my pace. I choose to notice ordinary kindness while it is still in front of my face. A laugh, a light, a stranger waving, one bright minute I can save. I did not miss the good part. I was here, I let it stay. Oh, I almost did. I'm grateful that I looked. The sink is not empty, but the plates are stacked beside it. One sock is still missing, the other waits upon the chair. I finished what was urgent, left 2 smaller things for morning, and called my sister back while there was daylight in the air. The room is not transformed, I can still be grateful here. I am grateful for today. I have enough to let it close gently. There is soup inside the refrigerator, rain drying on the railing. My hands are tired from making what I nearly would not start. Someone wrote, I'm home now. I read it twice before replying. A thin new leaf is leaning where the window catches dark. The day was not a triumph, I appreciate it still. I am grateful for today, for the chair that held me, for the voice that came back, for 10 quiet minutes I kept for myself. There was enough in today, not everything, but something I can name. I choose to call this ordinary day a gift. Evening rain, a laugh beneath an awning, a hand upon the weight. I am thankful for the small things. None of them were small to me. I am grateful for today. I have enough to let it close gently, enough to set the worry down, enough to leave the light off. There was enough in today. I am thankful, I am at peace, and there is enough here for tomorrow to begin.